October started with a boo that must have scared the heck out of the rest of the coins in the top 50. Spooky season is upon us. Before you binge watch all your favorite Halloween flicks like Phantom of the Opera, Phantom of the Megaplex, and Phantom of the Auditorium, let's take a dive into the coin from the great beyond, Fantom. Seeing this coin double in price in just over a fortnight must have been a horror for its competitors. This Fantom levitated up the market ranks to number 35, leaving AAVE far behind in the fog. He will be missed. That's with a T. The functionality of Fantom haunts other Layer 1 protocols, and today we're going to take a ride on Fantom's hayride and unlock the mysteries of how and why Fantom was able to conjure up so many gains. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in crypto. If you like money and crypto, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. In this video, we'll discuss the growth and development of Fantom and its native coin FTM, why it has recently gained so much momentum, and where it could go by the end of Q4. Dr. An Byung-ik, a computer scientist from South Korea, launched Fantom back in 2018. It was one of the first coins to ever be tagged as an Ethereum killer. It's a threat to many other smart contract platforms because it prides itself on solving the blockchain trilemma. The three components of the trilemma are scalability, security, and decentralization, the 3 points of the triangle. Many coins will have two of these three components mastered, but will struggle with still one of them. This leaves space for more sophisticated up-and-coming protocols to improve upon. Bitcoin, for example, has the security and decentralization bases covered, but the scale of how many people that would rely on its technology wasn't fully considered during its inception in 2009. This is why its transaction speeds suffer. In today's digital world, most people will side with whatever works the fastest. The amount of time someone has to wait to guarantee a transaction has been executed without it being altered or reversed is known as finality. Bitcoin's finality is around 30 minutes to an hour. The Opera chain, Fantom's mainnet, is a decentralized open source permissionless blockchain that is compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine. The Opera mainnet was released by Fantom in December of 2019. It can achieve finality in 1 to 2 seconds. Its transaction fees are also a fraction of a penny. The 3 points of the trilemma are solved by its use of the direct acyclic graph, or DAG, which enhances the scalability of the network. Its high speed is a result of its consensus mechanism, lachesis, also known as the engine of the blockchain. Its high levels of security are attributed to its use of leaderless proof-of-stake protocol. Without getting too deep into the technical aspects of these concepts, essentially the project was meticulously designed to exploit the weak points of other Layer 1 protocols to make a highly secure, lightning-fast, scalable decentralized protocol. On their website, they make the analogy that if Ethereum was a decentralized computer, Fantom is a network of infinite decentralized computers that think the same way, but are independent of each other. Fantom is a network of networks. This asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance algorithm allows the nodes to communicate with each other in an extremely efficient manner and can reach consensus independently. Besides having solved the blockchain trilemma so far, what makes Fantom stand out from the field is how well the project is in its approach to DeFi, which has been quite effective to say the least. It's not just a costume, and it's all a part of the plan, and it's working. For example, one of the new dexes built on Fantom is called Spooky Swap, which uses a governance token called Boo. According to their tweet, there are only 4 decentralized exchanges with more volume than Spooky Swap in all of DeFi. Spooky Swap lets you do all the farming, staking, and cross-chain swapping you can do on ETH, but for a fraction of the cost. Spirit Swap is another DEX built on Fantom that works with a leveraged yield farming and lending pool called Taro. The first algorithmic stablecoin built on Fantom is called Tomb Finance. And the experts will tell you any smart contract platform making its own stablecoin is a very healthy sign. There's even a compounding yield optimizer built on FTM called Grim Finance. See connections here with all these names? The list goes on and on. What's important here is how well this is marketed, let's be honest. There's a lot of letters in crypto, and sometimes unless you already know what projects go with what, you wouldn't know what works together and what doesn't. The genius behind strategy like this is anytime you see the name of a project with some sort of scary or Halloween type reference, you know right away this is most likely a Fantom project. These are the types of ideas that can make or break a project. The proof is in the witch's brew. On January 1st of this year, FTM was trading for just over a penny. On October 8th, Fantom hit its all-time high of $2.43, a 6,400% increase just this year. With a current market cap of over $5.3 billion, this coin is having its biggest pump to date in October. It feels like there might be paranormal forces moving this project. Having partners like Chainlink, Yearn Finance, The Graph, Band Protocol, and Anchor certainly helps as well. There are countless NFT drops on FTM, but if I had to pick one that stands out, I'd have to go with Pump Kittens. That's right, cross between pumpkins and kittens, a perfect idea. Michael Kong, CEO of Fantom, recently retweeted, "Many are asking why Pump Kittens became such a massive success. The only reason is because we're on Fantom, because of the wonderful FTM community. This rare, limited drop of 100 NFTs all live in one of the 9 provinces of the magical secret pumpkin land that's living under Earth." According to the website, the GameFi features of this NFT will be developed and deployed in a timely manner. As well as developing their own stablecoin, Fantom also has their own wallet. The Fantom Wallet, or F-Wallet, is a progressive web app. This means you can access this web-based wallet on a computer as well as on a smartphone application. You can use the F-Wallet to send and receive coins, stake your FTM tokens, as well as gain access to the Fantom DeFi ecosystem. It's important to note that there are 3 different types of FTM tokens. There is Opera FTM, which exists on the Opera chain mainnet. There's ERC20 FTM for the ETH network, and BEP2 Fantom for Binance chain. Just a note on the Fantom wallet, you can stake your tokens without locking them up and earn up to an APY of 4%. If you do choose to lock up your tokens, you must do so over a year and 2 weeks for an APY of 13%. If you happen to miss out on the initial pump up to the all-time high in early October, don't worry. It's not too late to join this supernatural project. Many professional traders implement strategies based around buying into a coin after a correction when it begins to retest previous price targets. This is known as buying the breakout. It has already started to pull back off of the all-time high at $2.32 per coin at the time of this recording. Keep in mind, when Bitcoin dominance is back up, alts tend to pull back temporarily while BTC is running the show. There's still plenty of money to be made in this bull run, and I believe our biggest run up yet is to come. Not financial advice, but history shows us that retracements after new all-time highs are good buying opportunities to set up for the rest of the potential gains for the remainder of this bull run. Just take a look at Polygon, for instance. Its new all-time high hit right before this year's mini bear market, and it hasn't had any big moves since. So it's primed to pump. Fantom has been bucking the trend, so watch its movement while Bitcoin shakes up the markets over the next 6 weeks. Only a magician could tell you how high it could go in the next 3 to 5 years. But for the rest of this bull run, I predict Fantom could easily jump another 10 spots on the CoinMarketCap rankings, snag a token price close to $5. That's a gain of over 130%, and it's not a bunch of hocus pocus. It's alt season fundamentals. That's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out.